See, we live on an island here, and just about everybody back then had something to do with the water. You know, believe it or not, when I was a kid, there used to be scallop dredges in my backyard. I remember when I was down up the island there, down in Huntington, apparently there was scallops at one time. I mean, everybody, you know, their part-time job was working on the water, clamming, you know, and they all did good. Back then, we could do a bushel an hour, and a bushel was actually like 600 to 700 clams. I can find clams on a sidewalk, and most baymen can't find them, you know, because they don't know how to work the bottom, you know, edges and so forth, you know. And so if you don't show them where they are, they're never going to find them. I can find clams. If they're there, I'll get them. The garvey has a blunt bow on it, okay, and Sharpie is, as it says, you know, it's a pointed boat, you know. It's like an old-fashioned rowboat is what it is. Garvey's a low-sided boat. Very easy to work out of. It lays real good in the water, carries a load real good. You know, they're very seaworthy. All my garveys have V bottoms to them, you know, so it makes them really good sea boats. I took the traditional boats that they had, and I put some salt in it. It has more shape to the boat. It's not like not a boxy type boat, square looking. My garveys, they look very nautical. They have sheer to them. They rise in the bow. And you get V bottoms to them. Nice, you know, rake, you know, on the sheer, and it's a very salty boat. You know, I started out by making one for myself, and also I made one for my friends, and so on and so on. Here we go. Use a lot of oak. Long Island used to have a lot of nice oak on it. Okay, and we used to buy our oak from Harned Sawmill in Carmack, local Long Island white oak. Then in later years it changed over to red oak, and red oak has a nasty habit of rotting, you know, much faster than the white oak. But this day and age now I'm using all the, you know, the pressure treated, you know, the green wood. You know, now everything's all epoxy together. You know, back then you just used you know, like either tar or type, you know, bedding compound. You know, now everything's solely encapsulated with epoxy. It really makes them last a long time. And the, you know, the epoxy, you know, sticks to the green wood really well. It's a good bond. 90% of my customers are baymen. You know, I cater to the commercial guys. Very important. In the 70s, couldn't make them fast enough. Of course, clamming was big on the Great South Bay, and couldn't make them fast enough. What I'm doing, some of them, I'm taking my commercial hull and doing it real fancy and putting center consoles in them, stuff like that, and so you know, pleasure people into getting them. So I know they're really, you know, seaworthy, strong boats, you know. Finish them up real fancy and so forth. And but still the same old boat, the same old design, you know. And you know, some people like, you know, rather than, you know, the Clorox bottles, they like to have something a little traditional. If you live on Long Island, that's what you got to have, you know.